A young man was on his way home from work when something unusual caught his eye, a piece of wood lying by the roadside. At first glance, it looked plain and ordinary, full of cracks and rough patches, its surface battered and worn. Honestly, it didn't even seem good enough for firewood, let alone anything else. Most people would consider it useless junk, just taking up space. But this young man saw it differently. His eyes lit up as if he had stumbled upon a hidden treasure. Why? Because he already had a plan in mind. He wanted to turn this discarded piece of wood into a one-of-a-kind tea table for his father-in-law. What could be more thoughtful than that? Excited by his idea, he brought the wood home, only to be greeted not with praise, but with his wife's long, disapproving face. To her, this was nothing more than a worthless piece of junk, good for nothing except taking up space. Their argument over the wood escalated, with his wife accusing him of wasting time and not focusing on serious matters. She even told him to get rid of it or sleep on the couch. But the young man was stubborn. Instead of backing down, his determination only grew stronger. He grabbed a saw, his eyes filled with focus and passion, as if possessed by an unshakable vision. In his mind, the image of the finished tea table was already crystal clear, playing like a movie. Word spread, and soon the neighbors started talking. An old man shook his head, wondering if the young man had lost his mind. What can you possibly do with a big chunk of rotten wood? It's a total waste of time. But the young man ignored the doubters. He was fully immersed in his own world, using his skilled hands to reshape the wood bit by bit. Days turned into weeks, and after countless late nights of dedicated craftsmanship, the tea table was finally complete. And when people saw the finished product, they were absolutely stunned. What was once a decayed, useless piece of wood had now transformed into a beautifully crafted tea table. Not only did it retain the natural texture and grain of the wood, but its design also blended modern simplicity with elegance. The smooth, flowing lines gave it a unique charm, and under the sunlight, its polished surface shone with a rich luster. When the neighbors saw it, their opinions took a complete U-turn. They couldn't stop praising his craftsmanship. Wow! Who would have thought a piece of scrap wood could turn into something so incredible? Your skills are amazing. Even his wife, who had been skeptical from the start, had to admit defeat. Seeing the final masterpiece, she was deeply moved, not just by the tea table itself, but by the love and dedication her husband had poured into making it. Something inside her shifted. Overwhelmed with emotion, she rushed to the kitchen, preparing a hearty meal with 3 dishes and a soup, even warming up some wine. Smiling as she ate, she looked at him and said, "All right, I admit it, you win. From now on, I'll support your ideas." The dinner that night was filled with warmth and laughter. When you think about it, the true value of something isn't always in what it originally is, but in how we see and use it. Just like this piece of old wood, it became a treasure not because of what it was, but because of the young man's love for his family, his dreams, and his unwavering perseverance. With his own hands, he proved that as long as we have love, dreams, and the determination to pursue them, even the most ordinary things can shine in extraordinary ways. Now, let's take a closer look at how he transformed this forgotten piece of wood, step by step, into a tea table filled with warmth and love. You'll find it unbelievable. His craftsmanship and creativity are truly remarkable, worthy of the highest praise. For the final touch, he applied a coat of wood wax oil. This not only enhanced the table's shine and texture, but also added a protective layer, making it more durable, like putting a suit of armor on it. And just like that, a unique tea table, once merely a piece of scrap wood, was born. When his father-in-law saw it, he was overjoyed, literally jumping with excitement, showering the young man with praise for his incredible craftsmanship. So, what do you think of his skills and creativity? If you had to rate it out of 100, how many points would you give?